Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we are talking about AMC all-time high, Adam Aron's secret weapon, short shutting down, and many more in this video. First, we take a look at this. Left is when AMC ran to all-time highs, right is now. During the holiday weekend. Price is fake, shares are fake, I'll continue to buy and hold, $3 stock, I don't believe you. So essentially it's about understanding how during quarantine, we obviously see no one attending the theaters, yet AMC was able to run. And now with how the box office is doing, with how AMC is breaking records, with how it's flourishing and thriving, we are at a better place fundamentally. So if we were able to reach the price we did during the time when no one went to theaters, now is a time we are able to go even higher because of how fundamentally improved we are. And this is why we talked about how essentially shorts never let us see real price discovery, but during the recent times, we're obviously seeing how they're failing to try and suppress AMC, and how once we get the real price discovery of AMC, we just know truly how high it can go. We know that it can break the all-time highs when we understand how well the fundamentals of AMC has been. And another thing is to remember is that obviously along with price discovery is about understanding where AMC should have been. Because never forget that millions of people were robbed of their retirement. We had GameStop, AMC, and of course others, and over 50 securities were made position close only because millions of people lost out their ability to buy more stocks and options. Big money was saved by screwing the 99%. Hedge funds were allowed to continue buying to cover their short positions. Synthetic shares were created by market makers failing to deliver. So I'm sure everyone will obviously understand and remember when the buy button was removed. Now the reason why this is important is because this essentially stalled the whole thing. This didn't remove the squeeze in terms of the fact that the squeeze is still there. This just never allowed the squeeze to happen. This just meant that the shorts got bailed out for the time being. And so it's about understanding that because the fact that this has happened, we know that when AMC sees its real price discovery, it will obviously go up even higher. So going back to obviously what we've said here with how AMC has improved fundamentally, how AMC was able to run to all-time high during empty theaters. AMC right now, in terms of how well it's done fundamentally, in terms about how many synthetics has been created throughout the years, we understand just truly how high AMC can go. And in terms of this, and adding more to why I think the shorts are worried, and talking about something that we've said in the past before, it's about seeing this. And you can see this is in particular to Adam Aron not being able to buy AMC shares right now because Ryan Cohen can buy GameStop stock when he lacks material, non-public information, and during open trading windows. Adam Aron is currently restricted from buying AMC stock due to possessing such information per US securities laws. So we talked about how Adam Aron was not able to buy AMC shares because he had access to information. Now, this information is clearly something that is very, very vital and pivotal because only at that point will you restrict someone from buying this particular stock. Is that the information that you are withholding is able to bring the stock up drastically or down depending on whether you're obviously long or short. And so in this case, for the CEO of AMC and he's restricted from buying, it's apparent to us that the information that he's potentially holding onto can potentially lead AMC to go up drastically. And when we talk about this information that he's holding, obviously it ranges from different areas. We know that there are information that he could withhold that could easily bring down the shorts, such as how many FTDs there truly are, such as how many synthetic shares there are, such as what shorts want to obviously get out, how much shorts have obviously dumped into this, and of course many, many more that is out there. Again, comment down below what you guys think could potentially be and some of the other things. But that's potentially what information he's withholding right now. And so with this, along with how shorts are struggling, you can understand why this is obviously very, very big information. You have to understand is that shorts are in a very bad position right now. when you take a look at Antara Capital, a hedge fund backed by Blackstone, is shutting down and selling off its investments. Now, we've talked about this previously already. It's about how they've obviously sold and they're shutting down and they're selling their investments. Remembering that they obviously were also another short seller of AMC. And it's about understanding is that without any information that's being given right now, without any regulations on these institutions, they are already falling one by one. It's just that some of the bigger ones, like Citadel, that are being protected by the regulations. But if news of what they've been doing is released to the public, is being released to the regulations, and that they can't hold it anymore, that's when we'll see them obviously breaking down as well. And so we've also obviously understand how shorts have already been shutting down. We're taking shorts down one by one, and it will only be a matter of time till we take down all of the shorts, and that's obviously how we are going to get the squeeze. It's not that we have to get rid of all the shorts for the squeeze to happen, but is that when we do get rid of all the shorts, that's when you know the squeeze has happened, because that's how we're obviously getting them out. Furthermore, you can see out of 9.6 million shares of AMC traded today, a whopping 1.1 million traded on the NYSE. Why even trade on exchange when nearly everything is traded off exchange? An eye-opening 57% was traded, who knows the fuck where? Almost certainly every buy was off exchange, effing crime. Now this is on May 21st, but it's already very, very important that I'm highlighting this. So on May 21st, you can obviously see where AMC was at. And this was after it's already had a small increase. We saw how AMC was actually up 10% at that particular day, but then it was brought down to 4.98. And then obviously we're seeing how it's obviously increasing. And so prior to this, when they were trying to suppress the price of AMC, they obviously, we see it in terms of AMC down 2.66%. But it's about understanding that every time we are seeing AMC going up right now, it doesn't mean that they're no longer suppressing us. It's the fact that they are still suppressing us, but they don't have the ability to actually fully suppress us. And so we are still beating these short sellers. Obviously, if there were, in my opinion, I think if there were no suppression of AMC, we're easily going to be seeing AMC going up 20-30% every single day until we get to its true price discovery, obviously not including the squeeze yet. But it's because we are faced with suppression. But even then, when we are faced with suppression and we're still able to see the price go up, that shows you much more about what situation these short sellers are obviously in. Furthermore, you can see another thing why I think Adam Aaron's holding on to information is the fact that we have been seeing so many firms being buying into AMC. Recently, we have been seeing how the accumulation of AMC has increased, and also the short of AMC has decreased. And you can see here, AMC Entertainment Holding shares bought by Deutsche Bank. So they have increased their position by 51.3%. So this is just another institution buying into AMC. And this is what we've talked about with how potentially there is very, very big information right now that is showing AMC is about to go up. Now, I said it could be information about the short. It also could be information such as a merger or acquisition. But again, like I said, it definitely looks like, or it seemingly looks like it's information to do with AMC actually seeing very, very positive impacts. And that's why we're seeing so much more institutions accumulating and why we're seeing some short sellers actually selling their positions. Now, as always, none is ever financial advice, so do take it as a grain of salt. Make sure to do your own due diligence and research. But another big thing is seeing this. Breaking, Roaring Kitty is officially back on Reddit. So Roaring Kitty, who originally obviously came from Reddit, his post on Reddit that blew up on Wall Street Bets, is now back on Reddit. Now, a really important thing about this is because of everything we have seen. We're seeing how AMC is going up. We're seeing how GME is going up. We're seeing how firms are accumulating AMC. We are also seeing how, you know, the borrowed fees on leverage GME ETF is going up as well, meaning that the shorts are very, very worried and trying to find shares. We're seeing how institutions' holdings of GME are at an all-time high. And so when you pair that up with the Roaring Kitty returning, everything is starting to obviously link together, and it's making sense of why this is. Roaring Kitty obviously has a very, very big interest in GME, and of course he has a massive position in GME. Now, does he have a position in AMC? We don't know as of yet, but we talked about the potential that he does. But it's about understanding the fact that he has a very big interest in GME. We've seen how GME is going up. We're seeing how these short sellers are actually all being affected. And like I said, when GME goes up, AMC will go up. And vice versa, when AMC goes up, GME will go up. And so whilst his interest may just be in GME, if he sees a big increase in GME, we will also see a big increase in AMC. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll catch you guys next time.